That's weird. Let's try again. They journeyed from Pihathroth and passed through the midst of the sea to the wilderness, and they went 3 days' journey in the wilderness to beat them in a camped at Mara or Mara. They journeyed from Mara or Mara and came to Elam. And in Elam there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped there. They journeyed from Elam and camped by the Red Sea. And they journeyed from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dophka. They journeyed from Dophka and camped at Alush. Then they journeyed from Alush and camped at Rephidim. There had no water to drink. And they journeyed from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth Hattaavah. They journeyed from Kibroth Hattaavah and camped at Hazeroth, or Hazareth, or whatever. They journeyed from Hazeroth, or whatever it's pronounced, and camped at Rithma. Then they journeyed from Rithma and camped at Ramon Perez. They journeyed from Ramon Perez and camped at Libnah. They journeyed from Libnah and they camped at Rizah. They or Rizah. They journeyed from Rizah or Rizah and camped in Kehelatha. They journeyed from Kehelatha or Kehelatha and camped at Mount Shapher. They journeyed from Mount Shapher and camped at Harada. They journeyed from Harada and camped at Mechileth. They journeyed from Mechileth and camped at Tahath. They journeyed from Tahath and camped at Terah. They journeyed from Terah and camped at Mithka. They journeyed from Mithka and camped at Hashmanah. They journeyed from Hashmanah and camped at Moseroth. They journeyed from Moseroth and camped at Benajakin. They journeyed from Benajakin and camped at Hor Haggidgad. They journeyed from Hor Haggidgad and camped at Jothbatha. They journeyed from Jothbatha and camped at Abrona. They journeyed from Abrona and camped at Ezion Geber. They journeyed from Ezion Geber and camped in the wilderness of Zin, that is Kadesh. And they journeyed from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor, at the edge of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the priest went up to Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there in the 40th year after the sons of Israel had come from the land of Egypt, on the first day of the 5th month, in the 5th month. Aaron was 123 years old when he died at Mount Hor. Now the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in the Negeb in the land of Canaan, heard about the coming of the sons of Israel. Then they journeyed from Mount Hor and camped at Zalmanah. They journeyed from Zalmanah and camped at Punon. They journeyed from Punon and camped at Oboth. They journeyed, or Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and camped at Iye Abarim at the border of Moab. They journeyed from Iyam and camped at Dibon Gad. They journeyed from Dibon Gad and camped at Almon Diblathaim. They journeyed from Almon Diblathaim and camped in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. They journeyed from the mountains of Abarim and camped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho. They camped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth as far as Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. Law for possessing the land. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel and say to them, When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, you shall drive all the inhabitants of the land from you, and destroy all their idolatrous sculptures, destroy all their cast metal images, and eliminate all their high places. And you shall take possession of the land and live for it, for I have given the land to you to possess it. You shall maintain the land as an inheritance by lot, according to your families. To the larger you shall give more inheritance, and to the smaller you shall give less inheritance. Whenever the lot falls to anyone, that shall be his. You shall pass on land as an inheritance according to the tribes of your fathers. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land from you, then it will come about that those whom you let remain of them will be like thorns in your eyes and like pricks in your sides, and they will trouble you in the land which you live. And just as I plan to do them, I will do to you. Yeah, we'll read chapter 34 and then we'll stop here. But chapter 33 is just a his, history of the journey that the sons of Israel to camp in the new to prepare themselves to get into the land of milk and honey, which we know what happened. That they did not make it because they sinned against the Lord in all their ways, and they died in the wilderness. Chapter 34, Instruction for Apportioning Canaan. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the sons of Israel and say to them, When you enter the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to of Canaan according to its borders. Your southern region shall extend from the wilderness of Zin along the side of Edom, and your southern border shall extend from the end of the Salt Sea eastward. Then your border shall change direction from the south of the ascent of Akrabim, and continue to Zin, and its termination shall be to the south of Kadesh Barnea, and it shall reach Hazaradar and continue to Asmon. Then the border shall change direction from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and its termination shall be at the sea. As for the western border, you shall have the great sea, that is its coastline. This shall be your western border. And this shall be your northern border. You shall draw your boundary from the great sea to Mount Hor. You shall draw a boundary from Mount Hor to the Lebo Hamath. And its termination of the border shall be at Zedad. And its border shall proceed to Ziphron. And its termination shall be at Hazerenan. This shall be your northern border. For your eastern border you shall draw a boundary from Hazerenan, and the border shall go down from Shephan to Riblah on the east side of Ain, and the border shall go down and reach from to the slope on the east side of the east sea of Kinnereth. And the border shall go down to the Jordan, and its termination shall be at the Salt Sea. This shall be your land according to its borders on all sides. So Moses commanded the sons of Israel, saying, This is the land that you are to possess by lot, which the Lord has commanded to give to the 9½ tribes. For the tribe of the sons of Reuben have received theirs according to their father's households, and the tribe of the sons of Gad according to their father's households, and the half tribe of Manasseh received half their possession. 2½ tribes have received their possession toward the Jordan, opposite of Jericho, and eastward toward the sunrise. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall assign to you as an inheritance: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And you shall take one leader of tribe to assign the land as an inheritance. These are the names of the men of the tribe of Judah: Caleb the son of Jephunneh. Of the tribe of the sons of Simeon, Sam and Ammihud. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Eladad the son of Kislon. And of the tribes of the sons of Dan, a leader, Bukai the son of Joglai. Of the sons of Joseph, of the tribe of the sons of Manasseh, a leader, Haniel, the son of Ephod. Of the tribe of the sons of Ephraim, a leader, Kemuel, the son of Shiptan. Of the tribe of the sons of Zebulun, a leader, Elizaphan, the son of Parnak, or Parnak. Of the tribe of the sons of Issachar, or Issachar, a leader, Paltiel, the son of Azan, or Azan. Of the tribe of the sons of Asher, a leader, Ammihud, the son of Shalomi or whatever. Of the tribe of the sons of Naphtali, a leader, Pedahel, the son of Ammihud. These are the ones whom the Lord commanded to apportion the inheritance to the sons of Israel in the land of Canaan. And we will stop right there for this part. And later on today, 35 and 36. So let's summarize. Of course, we said chapter 33 was the summary of the journey that the sons of Israel had under Moses and under the Lord, most importantly. They went from Ramses and Succoth, Etham, and lots of other places that they camped. And there was one point at Rephidim. That's where they had no water to drink. Chapter 34 is essentially the Lord establishing borders for their land. That's how the Lord divides the land for their inheritance. In Canaan, that's dividing the land of Canaan. He's drawing borders and boundaries, and it's much like how we establish borders and boundaries today. So yeah, folks, we will stop right there. 33 is the journey from Egypt to Israel, and 34 is the partitioning of the land of Canaan. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. I will be back later today. If you are new and you just joined, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell just so you don't miss that out. You can unsubscribe later if you wish to. But yeah, I'll be back later tonight. Or today or tonight, I haven't decided. But yeah. Alright. Take care.